Tell me, do you see it too? The numbers. Tell me, do you see what I see again? Tell me, do you see it too? The numbers. Tell me, do you see what I see again? Stop. Listen. Do you see the numbers too? Take heed. Tell me, do you see it?
Hey everybody, back with another installment of the Masonic Media Decode. Shout out to those new who have subscribed recently, thank you. And thank you to yourself, not thank you to me. Thank yourself. Just like me, you are, looking for truth and weighing up what we're looking at. And for those new, again, like really new that haven't subscribed yet, that are bumping into the video, what we do is basically show you how ritualistically scheduled and rolled out the given reality is to us every single day. For understanding the script, the code, practice, the script that runs within the practice of Gematria, practice of coding numbers into words and phrases. Of course, as soon as we understand this simple bit of realm dynamics and alchemic knowledge and practice, you can truly see how the powers that shouldn't be play God over us and orchestrate the mockery in its multi-layered format. And these ongoing campaigns that these creatures have, it's pretty crazy to witness. And again, once you're awake to this, you can't just go back to sleep, right? Once you're awake, you don't go back to sleep. And I've never been one that's been fully asleep anyway, even as a child, asking specific questions and wondering, hold up. And now, many years later, decades, all is clear and all makes so much sense. I don't know everything, but this small portion gives you enough to be able to see, within the window, the madness, and again, the orchestrated madness that we are being inundated with every single day. It's just fucking incredible. So I'm not even gonna stop on this one. We're just gonna go through. I have got a couple of main stories. We've got Ben Shepherd, Good Morning Britain host, and some elderly man that passed. We're gonna get to that riddle and decode it. You don't want to miss that one. And just a couple of other stories, just the same old shit basically. Nurses dying, stabbings, or a nurse that got stabbed on the way home, etc, etc. So let's see what they've given to us today and for yesterday and day surrounding, or before this day rather, excuse me, you know what I'm saying. Today, yesterday, the day before yesterday. All right, so look, virus death toll may be 32,000, basically 54% higher than reported. Are you seeing this? This is what they love. And look, the Office of National Statistics found that there were 22,300 deaths. Of course, 223, 48th Prime 223, of course, Synagogue of Satan 223, spoken about in the Bible and Revelation. And of course, Wuhan virus equals 48. Oh yeah. And the rest that goes with that, because of course the letter that's given to the church in Philadelphia equals 101. Of course, that's the 26th prime. Again, China, COVID for COVID-19. Viral disease. And of course, Cygnus for exercise Cygnus. SYGNUS. Exercise Cygnus, that equals 201. And of course, Cygnus itself equals 26. Of course, that was the English equivalent of a pandemic simulation that took place in 2016 in October. We're going to get to something that they put out about that today. Unbelievable. And of course, Event 201 via Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and the WHO and the rest of these scumbags. that don't predict anything. It's just they're just orchestrating our future on planned events. So it's not that, you know, he's some bright spark that's been predicting stuff like he's Nostradamus or Bill Gates, you know. They're all scumbags. Every single one of them. It doesn't matter which country, you know, body of the government it is. They're all in it together. On the outlook, from, you know, those not with wise eyes, oh yeah, it will look like, you know, this one's fine with that one and that one doing that. And, you know, if you believe any bullshit about Russian emails and hacking, it's all nonsense. All nonsense. Again, those that think that Trump's there to, you know, expose the deep state. Unbelievable. I mean, really? Check out what Bro Sanchez put out yesterday, and then you let me know. Let me know how you get on. Tell me about he's here to fucking, what's it? What they say? Drain the pool or whatever. There's a term that's going around like draining the swamp of the bad apples and all that type of shit. Can't remember how they've been saying it. Certain channels, but them certain channels need to pack it in. Only people like, you know, again, questions everything. Bro Sanchez, you know, and us in the fucking Gematria community. And loads of other channels I can't think of right now. You've got John Thor. You've got, of course, Wakey. You know, Enter the Stars. These channels put out great material. And do you think that any of those channels are going to be saying, oh, yeah, Trump's there to, you know, he's there to take out the deep state. Oh, yeah, really? Oh, my God. Young Pharaoh, you need to plow it, man. You actually should shut up shop. I'm not even going to lie, dude. Even though I've got due for you and that. But you've exposed yourself on this part here way, way too much. You need to pack it in, mate. Let's be really real. Got love. But when it comes to, like, I mean, come on, man. Taking the piss, bro. Not just you, others alike. There's other ones as well. What do we have here? Family torn apart. What's that? Killing 43, Masonic 43, RIP. What else have we got here? True Gem, fit and active cardiology nurse, 34 dies of coronavirus. Is death 34 as well? I think death is 34. Oh, I can't even remember right now. Fucking hell. RIP definitely though. Right. So, I mean, look at this. Wanted to keep working, yeah? The doctor, 78, who worked for the NHS for 47 years. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Of course, Wuhan coronavirus, 78. And of course, if you follow the work, and then you understand the above so below in the 23.5 degrees where the sun goes on its trajectory, winter solstice and summer solstice. And of course, the Freemasonic compass is kicked out at that degrees. It's just unbelievable. And I'm sure if you look at the White House from bird's eye view, I'm sure it's got a square and compass going on there as well. So of course that's going to be set at the same angle, right? And of course Washington DC. Oh no, I'm thinking of something else. Sure there's something that goes with the 4-7 and DC. Oh my god, I've forgotten my train of thought today. Anyway, never mind. Again, you got the PM, you know, he's coming out, talking all his talk. Would you not have anything on your face if you've just had, you know, COVID-19? You know, first time you're seen back out in public. Think about it. That's impossible. You wouldn't do it. You wouldn't do it. No way would you do it. And again, if you don't think that he's seen his wife in all this time, think again. Of course he's seen his wife. Numerous times. Shagging and everything. Alright? That's a fact. So there's no way that he's had COVID-19. There's no way he's had it. Bullshit. nonsense. If it was, then, you know, fine, no shadow of a doubt, you know, statistics are fine. What we're seeing from the hospitals, from people doing their own recordings and detective work, and you know what I mean, and the rest of the what have yous, fair enough. But it's not, is it? This is the problem. What's this bit here? Pandemic files. And again, I would have did this semi-live recording, but because this isn't stable since I've had this special update on my phone when it refurbed everything, apps haven't been working too great, and obviously I don't want to lose like 10-20 minutes or even an hour's work to have to reiterate it again, and of course it won't be saving it, and I won't be able to mend it to another video. Do you know what I mean? I can just continue and then know that it's saved and just mend it together, hem it together, excuse me. But that is not happening, because when it cuts out it doesn't save the video, so I didn't want to risk it today. It's pretty fucking annoying, to be fair. To reiterate certain aspects of the way it was delivered or the way you said it at that time, you know what I mean? Alright, probably got a story coming up by now, so bear with me. What have we got here? Not alone. Watch Pentagon vids of unidentified flying objects. Anybody thinks that there's little green men flying around in spaceships that have time to, you know, with all the technology that they've supposedly have, think about it. Do you think that border control is going to stop a fleet of aliens? Think about it. So you're telling me that they've got some special handshake, you know, with President Nixon or whoever the fuck from how long ago? Yeah. And this handshake is going to stop them from, you know, coming with a whole fleet of them and showing face? Come on, man. Absolute nonsense. It's just all their fantasy and the fair porn, fantasy and all that type of tactics in your brain. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. Any of these weird objects flying around is no doubt going to be, you know, coming from Area 51. Of course, conspiracy equals 51. Of course, Area 51. It's all in the name, right? And the Gematria. Purposefully. Of course, it's still going on with the whole Kim Jong-un and all that stuff. If you haven't yet, check out what Zach's been putting out. Do not miss it on his channel, Gematria Effect News. And of course, if you don't like to hear us speak, then feel free to go on his blog, Free to Find Truth blogspot, and check out gematriaeffect.news on the browser. And okay. I'm doing fine. COVID-19 vaccine volunteer assures world she's alive after death rumors. I mean, who trusts any of these, you know? I mean, do I have to bring up Bill Gates again? When you can see him how many times in different interviews or on TED Talk talking about, you know, basically culling and thinning out the herd with vaccines purposefully to reduce population. Oh my goodness. All right, mate, you deal with computers and viruses. How comes you're all into this field? Because your dad was some eugenics type of guy and all of that stuff? Well, I'll tell you what, fuck you, fuck your dad, and fuck everything else you can't stand for, you fucking scumbag. Sorry about that. How about you come to personally administer? Come to me now, and let's see you personally administer. I would like to see it happen. Mr. Gates. I would love to see it. Fucking creature. You can just see he's just some evil, off-key scumbag. You know. They're just all scumbags. Alright, so true gem. Fit and active cardiology nurse, 34, dies of coronavirus, leaving family immensely heartbroken. A fit and healthy cardiology nurse has tragically died of the coronavirus, leaving his family immensely heartbroken. Kenneth Lambaton, 34, was a cardiology research nurse at St George's Hospital in London and is one of over 90 NHS heroes confirmed to have died on the front line. Again, if you believe, now I'm not even going to say that 1 to 5 or even 10. I'm not going to say that dispute that they have died, but if you believe the numbers and the figures on all these stories that they keep putting out, you know what you need, innit? You need a oops upside your head. Uncle Reggie. Alright, so as I usually say, hope that slapped the sleep gunk from your mind's eye. Hope you are now fully rejuvenated and can see that there is a bombardment of contrived stories that must be getting put together by a software propaganda application software suite. So Kenneth from the Philippines worked as a research nurse in the St. George's Hospital in London, yeah? The tragic news comes as the nation held a minute's silence today to remember our heroic medical workers who have passed away in the fight against the outbreak. Kenneth from the Philippines worked as a research nurse in the cardiology ward at St. George's Hospital in Southwest London for 6 months. According to his LinkedIn, I don't even know what that fucking is. What's that? LinkedIn? What's that? LinkedIn? I have no idea. LinkedIn profile he joined. I have actually got the app, by the way. He joined the hospital after working at Kensington Hospital for 2 years. He passed away yesterday after reportedly catching coronavirus, blah, blah, blah. So, cardiology nurse equals 78 and 87. Wuhan coronavirus, 78 and 87 in the same ciphers. Immensely heartbroken, 97, death 97, the reflection of 79, murder 79, murder 38, 83 as well, death 38. True gem 37. Did you see that the time at the start was 21 minutes past? 21st prime, 12th prime 37, 21st 73, Saturn 21 and 73. Kenneth Lambatan, 84, like cardiology nurse, 84 in the same cipher. So it's killing 115, Sonic 115, Freemasons 115, Death 218. In English extended, in the yellow one. Killing 74. Philippines 60, Wuhan virus 60. Cardiology nurse, Keenan Lamberton 129. Is there another 129? What am I looking at here? Oh yeah, Philippines 129. So you got the cardiology nurse, Kenneth Lamberton, 129 is from the Philippines 129. And 168, Philippines 168. Cardiology nurse Kenneth Lamberton 168. You see? Unbelievable. Oh, it was fit and active. I made a mistake. But interestingly, fit and healthy. 51, like Kenneth Lambert earned 51. You got the reflection at 84. You got the 48, Wuhan virus 48. But remember, we had the cardiologist 84 in his name, full name 84. We got 114 and 156. So basically, Wuhan virus 48, 114 and 156. If you write out fit and healthy without the symbol for and, you get 218, like we just had that a moment ago. Nurse Kenneth Lambert earned 218. Like death 218. I didn't see much for that hypercoagulation. Saying that's what you developed after contracting the virus. A condition that causes the blood to clot more easily than normal. Some of these stories I probably did. One I'm about to do. That one where you got the camera. Go 2 back. With the guy with the glasses on. There's a good something for you to catch on to. Yeah, so you've got the glasses on there, the Asian man, the old guy. Well, we just spoke about him, didn't we? He's the 78-year-old that was 47 years into his NHS type of work. We've got the lady at the top. So the same row, if you go all the way up to the top and then go 1 to the right, we've done her recently as well. With the lipstick there. The black lady. What else have we done here? I think maybe that guy. No, I haven't done him. Anyway, let's continue. So 90. Why did I have 90 again? You had 90 because hold up. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Anyway, I don't know why the hell I got 90 there. I have no idea. 9087 like Wuhan coronavirus. Anyway, Corona 33. Cardiology nurse 87. I don't know why I've got that 90 there. I can't remember. Excuse me. Fit and active, the correct one. Almost the same difference anyway. Literally. And now we've got the 210 at the end instead of 156 that we had with the last one with fit and healthy. But what's funny is, for those new, Wuhan coronavirus equals 210. Unbelievable. Again, Wuhan virus 114, and of course we've got the 51 again to go with his name and fit and healthy. So we've got fit and active, and then I made the mistake with fit and healthy when I was prepping it earlier. So here we are, here's that doctor. Wanted to keep working, Dr. 78. He worked for NHS for 47 years. Unbelievable. It's Q44. Well, actually, I won't even say it that way. Don't worry what I was thinking there. No worries. But of course, Wuhan coronavirus. 78. He died on April 16th. Dr. Kemlesh Kumar Mason. 34 days. Wait, hold up. He died on April 16th. There's a bit in this story where it says he stopped working on the 12th of March. Did I make a mistake? Maybe I made a mistake on that one. We'll dismiss this one in case unless I see something on the news slide, on the news slip there for the screenshot. So we'll dismiss that. Alright, his name equals 74, 101, 26 prime. Equals COVID-19, China virus and viral disease. We use 26 letters of the alphabet. Letter equals 26, God equals 26. Equals crown, corona, crown chakra, mind schism. Crazy shit. I can't believe I fucking even exist here. It's just beyond me to even think about too deeply at the minute. This is highly fucking annoying and really depressing. Fucking hell. So there's the 210, the 78 from the other story with the 210 anyway. 78, let me get a drink. Okay. Now of course, Death 213. Now from March 12th to, and they said he died when? On the 16th of April it was, wasn't it? Damn, I didn't check. I don't think I checked that date. But from the day that he stopped working to the news, 1 month, 16 days. Execution 116. He got the 47 years he was working for for the NHS. Coronavirus 65. You got the 6 weeks, 5 days. And of course, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother with the other bits. If you follow, then you already know what to look for. I just cannot be asked. It's just the same shit over and over again. Sorry for anybody new watching. Just check out a bazillion other uploads, some provided uploads, and you'll soon get it. So there's the 47 days. I mean, you know, so again, here's this son in there. Who cares? Wins appeal. Fucking hell. It's just crazy. Alright. And of course, got to get the celebs in, you know. Corey Cast joined Matt Lucas to sing Baked Potato and raise money for Feed NHS. (65) again. Coronavirus equals 65. We just had that with the date duration with the same story. Oh, excuse me, I'm burping, but the story above this video. Oh, wait. What we got here? Couldn't see much out of that. Of course, the 187 with the story. Got Obey, Stockpiler, Mind Control, and Toilet Paper, 61. And of course, Pandemic, Martial Law, Lockdown, 38. And of course, the 187 Homicide Code for Death. Alright, so the Pandemic files. Bombshell secret report warned Britain was critically unprepared for a deadly pandemic like coronavirus. Oh, really? Or you lot was just there planning just to see how it might go and how, you know, people might try and counter the news with all the bullshit statistics. And then you're trying to worm your way so you can just, you know, infect people and cull the fucking populace with your fucked up vaccines. You lot are full of shit, man. I can't believe I've grown up to now to actually bear witness to realize, okay, is it all me why I can't get through and why people are a bit not correct, and even me trying to stabilize, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because there was a point where I'm trying to stabilize through my life and I'm wondering, what the fuck is it? And then for the last so many years, I'm much more stable now. And now I understand why I'm more stable, because of my my thought process to understand where the fuck I am and what I've been subjected to and inundated to from before I've even fucking got here. You know what I mean? So before I was even birthed, you know what I mean? You lot are fucking scumbags, man. It's just so unnecessary, like. You know what a great, wonderful word it could be? You lot are just scumbags, man. So... I mean, just... So, the disaster plan report warned Britain was critically underprepared for a deadly pandemic. Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab last night declined to admit to publishing the outcome of the drill held in 2016. Of course, the drill in question is the Cygnus, exercise Cygnus. Here it is down here, exercise Cygnus. As soon as I read that heading earlier, I was like, is this gonna say exercise Cygnus, yeah? Fucking cunts. They're all cunts. Excuse me for anybody new, I'm usually much more vocal, but I will apologize for that tiny little couple of little ones there. These people are just scumbags, it's just undeniable what's going on, man. Again, we don't know everything, but you know, we can clearly see that these people need to be run out of office, and all those instrumental in helping these scumbags, they all need to be, they're the ones that need to be treated, you know, and their current mind state of thinking needs to be eradicated. Well, us as the people just need to just blank anything that they say. What are they going to do? Imprison all of us? Like, think about it. You just need to blank everything that these people say. That's what should be happening. But of course, you know, the people are just lulled asleep. Netflix and chill. Pandemic, pandemic's on. Next pandemic, excuse me. And then we've got the coronavirus explained. Oh yeah, of course. Oh, which I covered yesterday in the upload. So if you didn't catch that, catch it. And it's just a bombardment of piss taking everywhere, left, right, and centre. So, a secret disaster plan report warned the UK was critically underprepared for an outbreak. Exercise Cygnus, a 3-day dry run for a mass outbreak of killer flu, involved the ministers, the NHS, councils, and public health bodies. Oh yeah, really? But the Sun can today reveal the findings of Exercise Cygnus, a 3-day dry run for mass outbreak of killer flu. Crucially, personal protective equipment. Oh god, what is going on here? Oh. Excuse me. Oh my god. Right. Critically personal protective equipment, ventilators and testing. Creaky areas where ministers have faced repeated criticism barely featured or were not part of the exercise. Oh, of course they're not. This is just like such bullshit that these scumbags have the cheek and the nerve to print, you know, and then, you know, give you access. Obviously, you know, they put stuff online, so if you know where to look, or you come across stuff and you follow it up and start digging, you know what I mean, you get results with what you're looking at before the facts. So then when they come out with bullshit like this, it's just like, do you know what? You lot are just, oh my god. I'm just out of words, if I'm really honest with you. I'm just out of words to my viewers as we go through this madness together in the current status of the world. Fucking crazy. Unnecessary, and as I say, you know, how many of us was already saying shit so many years ago? They're gonna come with something big soon, you know. And as time was drawing nearer and closer to 2020, we was like, fucking hell. They are due to do something. And then as the year started, they had us swaying around with other stuff, with the World War and, you know, your fucking propaganda Manchurian candidates at London Bridge or wherever else that they got going on in Germany and stuff like that. You know, and then 2-2s now. Oh no, actually, we're not going to do a world war or continue with you know, the Islamic terrorism stuff, boogeyman. Oh no, we've got something else prepared. Meanwhile, Netflix and chill. We've got the next pandemic coming on, all right, and the next pandemic. Oh, all right. So you guys can just chill out and watch that. And get brain fucked, you know, not even mind fucked, just brain, mind fucked, soul fucked, spiritually fucked, if you don't want to be even remotely awake. It's just ridiculous. So the simulation involving ministers, the NHS councils and the public health bodies revealed 22 key positions to be learned. Oh really? Oh. It now poses major questions for officials about the implementation of those recommendations. Helen Shirley Quirk, Director for Emergency Preparedness and the Health Protection Policy at the Department of Health, shared the confidential outcome of the exercise with top officials in 2017. She warned a pandemic represented the most significant civil emergency risks to the UK. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Oh my god. I just can't believe I'm reading this shit, man. These people have a cheek, you know. So let's look a bit more into Helen, eh? Helen Shirley Quirk, Civil Nuclear and Resilience Director, Department for, Health, Security, whatever was it? Health, yeah, Department for Health. The woman who leads the charge against epidemics from swine flu to Ebola has been made a companion of the Order of Bath. Now, when I first come across that, I'm like, what the fuck is that shit? We'll see in a minute if you don't know. So don't worry. So the Queen has been graciously pleased on the occasion of the celebration of Her Majesty's birthday to give orders for the following promotions in and appointments to the Most Honourable Order of the Bath. To be ordinary members of Civil Division of the 3rd class or companions of the said Most Honourable Order, Miss Helen Shirley Quirk, Director, Emergency Preparedness, Resilience and Response, Department of Health, for services to public health protection, yeah? These people are all scumbags. Excuse me. So this is even now, this article was before 2016 when they did the dry run, the simulation in the UK, the exercise Cygnus. Again, that's SYGNUS. Again, they love the whole as above, so below. And of course, that is a constellation. Of course, it's also the name of a swan. I can't remember if it's the name of a baby swan or adult swan, Cygnus. But again, from 2001, like Event 201, but from 2001 9/11 to it was made a global pandemic was 222 weeks. Of course, order of chaos 222, as above so below equals 222, Wuhan coronavirus equals treble 2. I'm sure some of Zach's findings on Gematria Effect News, he was saying because of course Wuhan equals 68, right? And of course the construction and all that jazz with the Twin Towers started to be built in 1968. CIA became established in 1968. If you write out CIA, it equals 68. Of course, George Bush, was it senior or junior? One of them. I can't remember which one now. Graduated, I think it was junior. Graduated Yale, Skull and Bones and all that type of shit. And let me rewind that last tune. What's over here? Shoot, around here. Yeah. So again, Wuhan equals 68. I'm sure the term coronavirus was established also in 1968. The first time the term was ever heard, it came out in 1968 as well. So I mean, it's just the amount of stuff that's been unearthed real time with this thing. So again, with real time stuff and again stuff in history, it's pretty fucking. I mean, I mean, I don't know what else to say, mate. I mean, how many uploads is in the playlist for? I've got 2 playlists for coronavirus. I'm sure it's probably going on like, I don't know, 250 increments already in just a couple of months, like 3 months this has been going on now. Oh my god. Oh my god. and obviously it should be more. If I was to put in everybody's stuff, obviously I'm just putting in selective stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm leaving out a whole bag of stuff, but I'm just picking stuff that I think, okay, that needs to go in, that needs to go in. Do you know what I mean? But there's other stuff that actually does still need to go into a degree, but I just haven't added it. You know, that somebody else might find, oh my God, that's ultra important. But you know, it's just crazy. I can't believe this shit. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Again, I grew up for this. And then again, you understand how it affects people's, you know, outlook, perspective. Do you know what I mean? Depending on where you are, where you're growing, your environment, what you take in, just the layers of this thing. And then you've got these scumbags, obviously they're the ones that are pumping the TV, the news. Oh my goodness. And then you wonder why crime may be the way it is, the way kids will be gallivanting, you know, they fucking, you know, die for their postcode, for the road and all this type of bullshit. Do you know what I mean? You know, the music, the this and the that. Think about it, man. Think about what's at the forefront, what's always trending on YouTube, or what's trending, I mean, or even before YouTube, you know? They make stuff trend that they want to trend, you know? It's fucking absolutely, it's just crazy what they've done, man. So again, you know, are you even you thinking what you would actually be thinking, or are you thinking stuff that's been, you know, written for you, so to speak? And again, because of these things with the news and these outlets, it causes the monkey see, monkey do syndrome, doesn't it? So then people are like, yeah, I want to be a roadman, or I want to be whatever the case. Do you know what I mean? You know, Islamic terror, whatever the case. Again, we know half of these, or more than half, you know, 3/4, more than that, 80, 90%, they're always the government. Yes, you will get offshots of, you know, whoever thinks that's jihad's going on, oh shit, let me do whatever. Yeah, that's granted, but for the most part, know that it is your local government doing this crazy shit. How they get these people to do it, I don't know, that's always up for speculation. MK Ultra, some type of crazy shit. As I say, probably have their eyeballs peeled back, as I've said before. Sprinkler system that comes on every half an hour while they've got something on the screen showing them specific run of sequence of something, just goes on and on and on. Do you know what I mean? And then they let them out into society. 2-2s, their phone rings, it's got a specific tone, or they read a message that says a specific, you know, and then 2-2s now they're activated. 2-2s now they're in Streatham running around trying to stab people. Like, what the fuck's going on? And nobody don't get what's going on. But those that have even a remotely eye to understand something, it's not hard to make out who, what the fuck, and who's behind it. And again, they tell you all the time, you know, more than half of it is in the films. They spread bullshit in the news. It's true lies. It's true lies in both, but you get a lot of truth in the films. I will say that. So again, this article is from 2015. Again, Calcott woman who has led the fight against swine flu and Ebola in the UK has been made a companion of the Order of the Bath. 51 at that time. What was that? 2015, 51. So what is that? 16, 17, 19, 20. 52, 54, 55. So what is she? 56 now, yeah? Coronavirus 56. Oh my God. She was 51 in 2015. Oh, you see what I'm saying now? Jesus fucking Christ. Again, conspiracy. We spoke about that briefly with the UFO stuff. You see? It's just on and on and on. She's responsible for leading the department's work on infectious diseases, emerging infections such as pandemic influence, Ebola and MERS coronavirus. Obviously, you get different types of coronavirus and flus and all that type of shit. Hence why you couldn't find, you know, whatever cleaning products you've got that will fucking say it kills that bacteria. Way before coronavirus, you know, with the COVID-19 stuff. And again, from, remember, it's 19 years from 9/11 to the coronavirus. Again, chaos equals 19. Chaos also equals 26. I mean, fucking hell. And apparently what we've been noticing is, like, you know, every 19 years they have to do some crazy mind schism something to the populace, whether it's pretend to go to the moon, you know, or do some other type of shit. So all right, what's the time here? 45. She also did the Paralympic health program. She worked for the British Red Cross in 2004 and up to 2007 as a director of strategy and implementation, when she was closely involved with the charity's response to the 2005 tsunami and the London bombings. Oh my God. And if you look at those events and you understand, even, what was that one that happened in, oh my God, what was the one that happened in, excuse me, I'm trying to remember, Lynmouth Town in the UK. I've covered some of the work on that. Check out Zach's stuff on his channel when he puts out that information. He may have made a playlist to do with weather warfare, of course, and obviously check out stuff on his blog and GematriaEffect.news. So Free to Find Truth blogspot and GematriaEffect.news. But again, when you understand, it's just like we just had where was it? There was a recent earthquake that was on the 22nd of March. Yeah? Natural disaster, of course, 223. You know, and you gotta wonder, is it all organic? Of course, there was a bit more that went with that. If you catch my upload, if you go back through my uploads, you'll find it. And it's just, there's something else going on here. You know, they don't spray the sky for no reason. You know, they haven't created things like HARP, you know, that fucks around with the ionosphere and does all this other type of stuff. And have these characters come in the news talking about the lasers that they... What is that guy's name? Oh my God, it's the Asian guy. The Chinese guy, man. Oh man, I can't remember his name right now. But you can find him on the American news saying some shit and you're just like, oh my God, really? Did he just say that? Oh my goodness. He says some shit that makes you go, really? Even with the mismatch with some of the stuff with science. Oh, what is that? Oh man, I can't even remember it right now. Excuse me, I'm trying to find it, but I just can't remember it properly. I was trying, but it's gone now. But as I say, there's something else going on here. All your Hurricane Harvey and all that stuff. It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. If you understand the numbers, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. They have Matt Harvey come out and do the first game. Basically, flood and earth equals 52. And this is after the McGregor boxing fight with the scripted fight. And you had Steve Harvey that had the most expensive seat at that fight. So it's and we got Hurricane Harvey, we got Steve Harvey that has them. Oh, come on. And then with the baseball, just as the hurricane's going on, or just when it's about to start, you have a pre-game season baseball match 52 weeks or days before the season begins. Again, flood and earth both equal 52. And of course, the first pitcher to come out, his name's Harvey. Of course, the number 33, right? Unbelievable. And even go back to the fight itself with McGregor and listen to the commentators, you know, talking about, you know, take him under deep water and all this type of talk. So, Order of the Bath. The most honourable Order of the Bath is a British order of chivalry founded by George I on 18th of May, 1725. The name derives from the elaborate medieval ceremony for appointing a knight, which involved bathing as one of its elements. The knights so created were known as Knights of the Bath. You know, when you look on all these soldiers from different parties and teams that are supposedly against each other, you notice that they've all got on the same signs and symbols like this. Obviously coming up from the higher uppers, right? That make them wear these, you know, that's a uniform. So how comes all these guys have got on the same symbols? But they're warring with those lot that have got on the same, they've all got on the same symbols. Huh. And of course, warring in a designated spot on the earth, on the ley lines, the energy points, on specific areas for the bloodbaths. Just crazy shit. So, what we got here? The most honourable order of the bath. 149 skull and bones. 149. Freemasonry 158. Order of the bath. Can't think of any for that. We had a 51 somewhere. Well, at the time she was 51. Is the 51st prime 233? I'm sure it is. Because the 50th is 229, I'm sure. 51st, 223, yeah. Order, and she was 51 when she got that. Order of Chivalry. Well, King and Crown and Corona is a big theme. Trending pretty hot this fucking year. And of course the 41st Prime. 179. Order of Chivalry. Of course, Wuhan coronavirus equals 93. If you write out 226 equals, or 226 equals 93. Okay. Established 18th of May. I should have ran that date, you know. I can't remember if I did. I definitely didn't do it with from the 1725, but I can't remember if I did the actual year itself. So when she got it. So, formerly the most honourable military order of the bath. I mean, come on, military. It's all fucking military. Literally. Masonic, military. It's pretty sickening to just go through this shit, man. It's just fucking... Ugh. Chivalry, the medieval knightly system with its religious, moral, and social code. Oh, really? But your morals and social code are fucked up. Your religious, moral, and social, you're just still full of shit. Moral virtues, yeah, right. Moral virtues, the cheek, you know. But because of the way the masses will comply to the universe, it probably does look moral. Make sense? You know, they give you all the opportunities to wake up. They're telling you in every which way, you know? So in one sense, it actually is. But I can still say, fuck you. So, critically 158. And that's the only word to highlight. Critically, excuse me. 158, like the most honourable order of the bath. 158. Probably got some baptized in the bath, Baphomet, baptized and all that type of shit. Alright. So much shit in it. It warned the UK was not ready to deal with a large-scale death and mass burials. Concerns were raised in the report that our social care system would not cope. They're all scumbags. All of you people are just scumbags. The dossier found contradictory messages of carry on as normal and keep schools open compared to the NHS cancelling surgery, which led to the public fearing the truth is being covered up. It's just ridiculous. How long have I been going now? Nearly an hour. Because I've been taking my time, I'm not really rushing, that's why. And remember, personal protective equipment, 142 like coronavirus. Testing the public and frontline workers was a glaring omission from the Bureau. A 57-page report, then Wuhan virus 57, skull and bones 202 like 22. And remember, it went mainstream on the 21st of January, Revelation 121 and 149, skull and bones 149. Skull and Bones 41 as well. We just spoke about 41 with King and Corona and the prime relationship of 179. With Critical, was it Critically? Something like that. Unbelievable. The Pandemic Files 149. I mean, come on. Even though I prep this, as I said, I don't always know exactly what slide's coming up. So, I mean, come on. Unbelievable. Oh my God. Fuck off. It's just undeniable. Again, I just spoke about that. Revelation 121, 149, like Skull and Bones. Oh man. Let me get another drink. I'm not stiff. All right. Revelation 59, Skull and Bones 59. The 41 that we just spoke about as well. I remember we got the 22 with the, what was it again? 22 reports the Cygnus. The government refused tonight to say whether it had implemented all of the Cygnus report's 22 different recommendations on how to improve its response to a pandemic. And of course, remember on the 22nd of January, they came out with bat soup and bat and all that stuff. Yes, I know other animals are also involved, but bat equals 22. And of course, bat soup also equals 22. Unbelievable. Now, this is in the news today. I know we've got a daily mortality of 72. Of course, the 27 club equals 90 and 243. The Kia David's in there with her full name with the 216. Again, check out the Juice WRLD playlist for the rapper that died at Christmas or before Christmas. You don't want to miss that if you're new. Now this is the day that the honourable thing came to light, or it happened on, look, life lesson of 27, ritual 27, the 27 club 72. See? And of course, event 201, 201 days remaining of the year on June 13th. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And of course, from last year on the annual to today, 10 months, 2 weeks, and 1 day. 121, like January 21, Revelation, like Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, like Johns Hopkins University, like NHS, the acronyms of which means National Health Service. Of course, they made the National Health Service, equals 121, and of course they made the designated radio station for coronavirus on Sirius XFM in America on the frequency band of 121. Same with Tom Hanks when he came out on Pandemic Day, the 11th of March. Of course, coronavirus pandemic equals 113, like the 11th of March. To his birthday, the 9th of July, is 121 days. Couldn't help but note, 3.3. Unbelievable. Yesterday we had Kanye West with his 3.3. And now we've got another 3.3 of Tyson. Sold his mansion to 50 Cent for 3.3 million. Right, onto the main chunk of today. After an hour intro. Well, not even an hour intro. It's just that I'm just not trying to rush or anything. Just can't be asked today, to be honest. But still got to get the information out. As I say, the cause and what's going on is way bigger than me. So at least if I can do even the tiniest little something is something in the midst of this madness, because oh man, I'm just lost for words, man. So Ben Shepherd, he shares heartbreak over loss of a Good Morning Britain friend. Oh, did I not get his... Hold up. Oh, did I not take that? Oh, it's up here. Alright, I'm going to have to go back. So note he's born 11th of December. Note he's 45. Born in 74. Masonic 74, killing 74. Of course, he's not the one that's dead. But let's just get back to this here. So the person that died, I'm going to have to do it slightly back to front here, because I don't know how. I kind of slightly messed up on my slide arrangement. So the guy that died, where's his face here? It was just there. Here. So here's the guy that died. Jack Reynolds has died at age 108. Yeah? He's died at 108. Jack Reynolds. Yeah? He's born April 6th. And he died on Saturday, on the 25th of April. 108 years old, yeah? Those that already follow the work, your spider senses for Gematria are probably already firing. Just off of Ben's age 45 and the guy's 108. And I'm going to say already, yes, you are onto something. For those new, just bear with me. So let's get back here. So we can begin. Where am I? So, the host, Ben Shepherd, is born December 11th. To the death of this man, 33 weeks on the nose. And he dies with a life lesson of 33. Yeah, so 33 weeks, and he dies with a life lesson of 33. Remember, time, death, RIP 25. He also dies on the day leaving 250 days, like 25. Of course, execution 116. And that chains in with 44, and execution also equals 44. So again, for those new, execution equals 116. Of course, Saturn 69 in there, Grim Reaper and all that jazz. And of course, when it's not a leap year, that would be 115th day of the year. Of course, killing a Masonic 115. Killing a Masonic 74, like the year the host Ben is born in 74, right? What else have we got? Ritual 27. Killing 43, RIP, etc. Death time RIP 20 with 20 days remaining of the year when he's born. What else we got here? 19 weeks and 3 days. So this is now from 2019 with his birthday to the death of Jack Reynolds. 19 weeks and 3 days. We just spoke about 44 with the 116 and execution 44. Kill 44 and execution also equals 116. Of course, the 44th prime is 193. Of course, the 35th prime, 149. Skull and Bones, 149. Sacrifice 62. Of course, Jesuit, Saturn, Zionism, Freemasonry, Masonry, Jesuit 42. Note that the 214th prime is 1007, like 137. We had the life lesson of 33, and of course the 33 weeks with the 2020 birthday. So going up to his next birthday with the host on the 11th of December, right? Of course, the 33rd prime, 137. And where's that going to? Because of course, didn't see that before. Fucking hell. Do you know what? I have to dismiss that bit now. Ugh, annoying. Oh, should I risk going online quickly? Oh, I don't even want to risk losing my video. Sorry about that, guys. Right. Oh, I'm pissed about that. Alright, we'll dismiss that part of it, but we'll keep the other bit. Obviously, the 33 bit can still stay anyway, but we'll dismiss that. So look, this news is in the paper on the 27th. Like how we had the life lesson of 27 with his last birthday. Remember Ritual 27, the 27 Club. 27 Club 72. We just had the 44 with the 19 weeks and 3 days, whatever it was. 193. The 44th prime. Of course, they're calling him a daredevil because in his last few years, with each birthday, he's been doing something that, you know, is quite daredevilly for somebody of his age, you know, going on a roller coaster or doing something else. Like I don't know, jump out of a plane or something. I'm not saying that he did that one. He definitely did the roller coaster and a couple of other things. I can't remember which they are. So yeah, the Ben Shepherd bit. I'll write that again in the comments, so forgive me for that. Now, no, if you write out geometry, it equals 45 and 108. Ben Shepherd is 45 years old. The man dies at 108. Huh. Very interesting, to say the least. And of course, sacred geometry equals 76, like blood sacrifice equals 76 and 67. Human sacrifice, Freemasonry 67, Freemasonry 158, like sacred geometry. And then sacrificed 55 and 62. We had the day numerology of 62. And again, for those new, in Genesis 4:6, it begins with a sacrifice. Sacrifice equals 46, 62, 55, and if I remember correctly, 170. So yeah, so that 44 rolls in nicely with the date. The 19 weeks and 3 days. 44th prime 193. Now, Jack Reynolds, 187. 187, like Ben Shepherd's full name, 187. And his name is 137. 33rd prime thing that we had there. Excuse me with the snivelly wivelies. It is hay fever, not corona. Right, we'll dismiss that. We'll dismiss that. Sorry about that. Again, Daredevil 44. We've got the 19 weeks and 3 days. Shit like that you just can't deny. And his name is 137, Jack Reynolds. And we've got 137 days from last year to the death on Saturday. And of course, Saturnian Grim Reaper Saturday as well, of all the days. You see? So he broke Guinness World Records for his charity work. For charity to mark his birthdays between the ages of 104 and 107. Jack Reynolds celebrating his 105th birthday by riding a roller coaster. Rest in wholeness to Jack Reynolds. Now, from his birthday last year to when he died, 55 weeks. We just saw that. So now we've got the link with Daredevil 44. And now we've got Daredevil that equals 55. Links with the 55 weeks from his last birthday. Again, we mentioned sacrifice with the 62s and the 55. And the 46. And Genesis 4:6 begins with a sacrifice. He's born on April 6th. Unbelievable. With the 22. Oh my God, hold up. Jesus Christ, hold up. Sacred geometry equals 220. 22. And then like the skull and bones. With the 202, the 22. Bear with me on that. Something in my mind floating around. I'll probably come back to me in a minute. But again, anyway. Daredevil 44 and the 55. Sacrifice 55, 62, 46. Like his birthday, April 6th. See? Called Saturn, all CNI and all that type of jazz. Star of David, all CNI. Saturn equals 119. Again, Saturn Grim Reaper, Saturn the Keeper of Time. And Sonic 29. And in the same year from his last birthday, when he just turned 108, died 19 days later, and of course the 19 from is 67. We spoke about 67 before, blood sacrifice, human sacrifice, Freemasonry 67, and we got there via the 76, didn't we, with, what was that, 76? Sacred geometry 76, blood sacrifice 76 and 67. You see? Unbelievable. And now we've got 2 weeks, 5 days from his last birthday to when he dies on the 25th. Oh my God, come on. It's just undeniable. Oh, mate. This year, well, usually his birthday would be, it would be on the 96th day of the year. Again, death 97, murder 79. But, I mean, yeah. And up to his, between his birthday and Ben Shepherd's birthday, 250 days. Remember, he dies on a day that leaves 250 days of the year. You see? See how it just links? Unbelievable. 86th as well. 8 foot wide, 6 foot deep. 86th attempt to get rid of. Again, all these type of homicide codes and all these type of stuff, most of it comes from, obviously, the Gematria knowledge. Because those behind the scenes orchestrating this shit and come up with the words that go with blah blah blah, and you know. So 86th, 8 foot wide, 6 foot deep, 8 months, 6 days. Roller coaster 190. Didn't get too much out of this. We got the 62 there with a day numerology with Ben, what's his name? He died 19 days after his last birthday, the guy that died. 190, 19. Tattoo. You got a tattoo. They said that you got a tattoo, and that was two of the things that I caught. Straight away. It was said that you got a tattoo, and he rode a roller coaster. Yeah? Tattoo equals 19. Roller coaster 190. He dies 19 days after his birthday. Come on, man. Like, who are you fooling? Not this specific person anyway. Now, from 2019, Ben Shepherd's birthday, 11th of December, to what's his name's birthday this year. So from year to year, or year out to year in, to 6th of April, 118 days, Death and Spiritual 118. Hold up. Why the 14? Yeah, of course. Good morning, Britain. And it goes by the acronym, of course, GMB. Good morning, Britain. Equals 14 and 22. We had the life lesson somewhere, and we had the sacred geometry 220, 22. Unbelievable. Freemasonry 59 as well. See, and it all just chains in. April 27th with the news is the 118th. You see, we just had that on the date. And then now, from April 27th with the news, going back to what's his name's birthday, 139 days, going back to Ben Shepherd's birthday, the host of Good Morning Britain. Freemasonry 158, 139. Sacred geometry 158. Oh, come on, man. Unbelievable. Freemasonry 158, 139, 58, 59, 67. Unbelievable. The life lesson of 35. What am I seeing here? And he's got a life lesson of 35 last year for his birthday. And he's got a life lesson of 35 over here for April 27th. Yeah. You see? Oh, God. Do you know what? This is outrageous. Roller coaster 71. You got a daily mileage of 71 for the 27th of April. Roller coaster 71. Tattoo 71. Oh my God. Roller coaster 71. Tattoo 71. Jesus fucking Christ. Unbelievable. It's just, you know. So again, he's 45 years old. Benjamin Peter Sheridan Shepherd, the host of Good Morning Britain. He's 45 years old. The man that dies is 108 years old. Geometry equals 45 and 108. And it's a special one because, again, it's 108 exactly the same, even in reverse. And apparently they say that it's, 108 Earths to the moon and all that type of stuff. Really, it's 108 moons from the moon where it is in its orbit. 108 moons to the Earth. That's what I would personally reverse engineer that shit. Especially if it seems clearly logical, rather than the other way around with all the bullshit that they've given us. That they got away with so long before I looked and I said, oh my goodness, you lot lie about fucking so much. Oh my God. Crazy. So just reverse engineer. Alright, what else have we got here? I mean, unbelievable. We've gone over that Daredevil. Sacrifice, spoke about that. Yeah, I was right, 170. Saturn also 73 is in there as well. Yeah, that's a wrap. Yeah, that's a wrap on that one. Yep, we are done. Oh, and that one as well for those new. Yep, I was correct on that one as well. Memory serves. It's just undeniable. How long have we been going here? Hour and 20 minutes almost. Yep, it's got on Bone 76, Sacred Geometry 76, got Sacrifice 76. All chains in so nicely. There it is. So when you see them expressing their sadness and all that, it's all bullshit. If you think that they don't know of this craft, think again. It literally is them against us. These people are just here to keep us lulled asleep with bullshit entertainment, chatting shit about, scripted reality shows, but not looking at your actual reality show. But then when you are looking at the actuality show, and you can pick and point out all obvious stuff that they give you, then they come with damage control and, shutting down, free speech and all that type of stuff. You know what I mean? It's fucking disgusting. I can't believe. I mean, I can only dread to think what is in store for the next year, 6 months to a year, and those that we leave behind. Your loved one, your kids, etc. Do you know what I'm saying? In one degree, I'm calm because obviously you're gonna die anyway. So you got to get over that fact. You know what I'm saying? So I'm calm in the state of that, but at the same time, it's just an annoying bit of almost. I don't want to use the word petrified, but it's just so annoying. It makes me so annoyed and angry. On the other side of it as well, it's just like Jesus fucking hell. Like, how much do you need? Do you have to fuck up the sky? Do you have to control the weather? You've got the money. You've got enough. How much more do you need? Making this frequency that you're, making for this habitable egregor that you want to live and dwell within this frequency, and those that are attached to the frequency then are now, then taken over, so to speak, as I was breaking down before. Because when you're in different things have different frequencies, like, whether it's a specific type of sports or a specific type of religion, or even in the workplace, it's all different types of frequencies going on. And where churches are put or made on across the ley lines, again, like you got the meridian lines of your body, like the acupuncture and all that type of stuff. Again, torso, aura, Taurus field, and all that type of thing. Again, that's how the sun and the moon, via the magnetism, they're working in tandem. The Taurus field, the sun and the moon, etc., etc. It's just crazy what these, scumbags are actually doing. And here we are, you're just trying to get on with it, right? Literally, just trying to get on with shit. Literally. Wake up, take a shit, have a food, whatever your work is, do your you know what I mean? Get on with your thing. These motherfuckers, oh no, what we want to do now, we want to cripple the economy, we want to fuck everything up, we want to paint the sky. It's like, what the fuck? Who wants to do that to your own habitat? It's not like whatever's dwelling in these people's thinking and thought process. It's not like you still. You're going to like to say, are you not in a human body? That's my point. So obviously, surely you can only breathe so much fuckery or whatever the case may be. So like, that's my point. Like, why spray? Why do all of this fuckery and poison? Like, I don't understand what the fuck is going on here. What is this all about? Really and truly, you're taking the fucking piss. Wasting people's time. Again, I'm so tired of it all, literally. A good night's sleep isn't going to help. A good week's sleep isn't going to help this. I'm just constantly it's just disgusting. So, of course, on the same day, they have all of this from Hello Magazine. Yeah? So watch this now. Boom. Morning all. This is also on the 27th. Yeah? If you fancy joining me and 300 of my closest friends tomorrow night, I'm hosting a quiz round mine. I'll bring the questions, you bring the booze. We'd love to have you join us. And then look, inside Ben Shepherd's farmhouse style family home where he is self-isolating. Death RIP 34 and all that stuff. Of course, the 34th prime is 139. Remember, we had the date span. Was it 13 weeks, 9 days, or whatever it was? Freemasonry, 139. Ben Shepherd may still be presenting on Good Morning Britain during this week, but when he is not social distancing in the studio, he's making the most of his lockdown at home with his family. And it looks like the TV star 45, they've got to add that in, 45. It's all part of the you know, the casting and the spells and all that jazz. Again, you went to elementary school, they didn't teach you anything about the elements, the alchemic nature of who you are, your potentiality of what you can be, and then your causality, cause and effect on the reality. Again, elementary school, elements, alchemy. And what they do here, as I've said how many times, the craft that they are using, it's not even kindergarten level. It wouldn't even make it into, you know, the Hogwarts Harry Potter University. That's how basic and easy peasy this is. The vision board that they've created. As I say, if you've been doing it even remotely for yourself, here and there, you know, you do notice how you attract things into your life lane. So as soon as you can understand that, it's not hard to see the bigger vision board at play here. Excuse me with the snivelly wivellies. It's just crazy shit. So annoying. Frustrating. It is just so many things. It is just such a piss take. And imagine, I've been clocking things way before the lockdown. Hence why something within myself, that's why I've even gone into the mode that I've gone into. I've been in isolation for years. Literally, I've been in isolation for years. So it was as if something was, from what I've been noticing, it's just a madhouse. It's an open fucking crazy madhouse that they've created. Society, nobody thinks properly, nobody cares about anything. Nobody listens to anything, you know? Nobody cares about anything. All they care about, Netflix and chill and, you know, some other type of bullshit. It's just disgusting. And I see, as I've said before, if you go through my uploads, or my early uploads, or from last year, and even this year, when I'm absolutely cussing about certain stuff, even slightly momentarily on a personal level, but I'm just tying stuff in. And it's just so disgusting, man. It is so disgusting. The mind schism, what they've done to the mind, again, you know, it affects your thinking, your output, your actions. You know, compartmentalize the brain and the thinking process, and then you can't get no wholeness in your thinking. You know, it's all fucked up. So again, you know, much of the same, you know, showing off his house. But did you notice something? If you got the keen eye, you already know what I'm on about. I'm going to slide on because it is going to come up in a big picture in a minute. So, but if you notice it, you know what I'm about to say. Yeah? If you can see it, you know what I'm going to say, right? Are you seeing it? There's a big picture coming up with Ben Shepherd. It's coming up. Oh, look at this. Now, considering what we're looking at here, unbelievable. Now, if you didn't notice, for those that didn't notice, you know, they probably follow half of these artists that you might have stumbled in onto this video. All these artists have sold out. They're not your friends. It hurts me to say, but you got to get over it very quickly, like I did many years ago. And it is what it is. You know, you can't, you know, sweep over the facts, man. You know what I mean? Try and bury the facts, you know, or bury your head in the sand. I don't care if it's Justin Bieber. These scumbags that pretend to land on the moon. They're almost on the look. Celine Dion. All of them. Look at them. Lady Gaga. Johnny Depp. Who's that other one? Leonardo DiCaprio. All of them. They're all sellouts. Rihanna. You'll even hear them when they talk on when they have interviews. They will tell you they sold themselves to the devil. They all tell you. They're all sellouts. Drake. All of these people, they're scumbags. They're all sellouts. All of them. Chris Brown. All of these people. And that's why they're allowed to be in the limelight and get the fame, because they help the order of madness to ensue. As I always point out, these are the knights, you know, like the jesters that hold fort of the court for the elites. Do you know what I mean? That just keep us lulled asleep with the music, with the movies, with the TV stuff. Here's another one of their rituals with the black eye. It's just ridiculous, man. Baphomet, Osiris, and all that stuff. Big part of the Illuminati, in conjunction, of course, is Egypt, Rome, Babylon. That's why you've got the pyramid and the all-seeing-eye, the dollar bill, telling you in God we trust. Unbelievable. This thing's still going, right? Fantastic. Let's look at this, man. You know, the Pope. What is this? What is this? Crazy, weird initiations. As weird as it is, everything in the cosmos is magic. So again, it's all alchemy. It's all magic. How did you get here? Magic. Like, you can't tell me that shit ain't magic. You're gonna tell me it's a witchcraft how you got here? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna tell me that there's no good witches? All witches are bad. Like, come on, man. You know? But where these people are concerned, fucking hell, all the wars, you know, all the bullshit vaccines and the new one incoming, obviously via the COVID-19. It's disgusting. And again, you know, even put the wars and that to the side. Think about all the dead minds walking around because they fucked up everybody's fucking mind with the mind inception. And all they have to do, as we've been pointing out, is buy up all the industry, yeah, and all the education type of bodies and all of that, and give out disseminated shitty information, and keep saying a certain thing like the heliocentric model, or whatever else the case may be, and people believe it. Yeah, you can take away all the CGI and all the bullshit that NASA do, and people will still think, for the most part, until they actually wake up, they're always going to believe that they're on a spinning ball and doing all the rest of this crazy stuff going through the cosmos. Huh? Really? If that was the case, fantastic. But you're not, man. Well, I can only find it in a GIF. You know? Can only find it in a GIF, you know? Unbelievable. Corkscrewing and all this stuff through the cosmos. Really? But we see the same stars all this time. You know, boats navigate with the stars. We wouldn't see the same stars every other fucking week if we're doing all this spinning, turning, whirling, corkscrewing through the cosmos. It's impossible. We live in a torus field of energy. Torus fields within torus fields and torus fields. And again, if you didn't realize, you are a torus field before your body. Without your torus field, your heart wouldn't pump. Yeah, with the you know, with the poles of the torus field. That's what makes your heart pump and all this sort of stuff when you understand a little piece. I mean, look at this shit, man. Of course, Eminem. Of course, Samuel Jackson. What are you doing, motherfucker? Of course, Aleister Crowley. Check him out if you don't know who that is. Even Saturday Night Live, you know, the show's done in a Masonic Temple, MTV Masonic Temple, even says it on the side. Masonic Temple. You know, do what thy will and all of that. That's why Jay-Z had it on his top. All these people follow this guy's practice, you know, for those that don't realize. Right, on to this story now. Unimaginable torment. NHS hero knifed to death in unprovoked attack after dad died of COVID. David Goma, 24, was due to attend his dad's funeral tomorrow after he died from the killer bug. So, in a ferocious, unprovoked attack, seconds from home, days after dad died from coronavirus. Straight up, 218, death 218. And 42, of course, stamped always all over the case, all over the shop and the gaff, excuse me. Yeah, and the case, and the cases of situations that we usually find, almost always find with, you know, black people. Of course, February, the only month that equals to 42, slavery 42, brothers 42, Jackie 42, you got the film, he played for how many baseball games? 42. I mean, the list is pretty fucking endless. Just go through the Black History Month playlist if you're new. You'll soon catch it. What I'm trying to say without sidebarring forever. So, an NHS hero whose dad had just died from coronavirus has been stabbed to death in a ferocious, unprovoked attack. David Gomar, 24, from Canning Town, East London, was due to attend his dad's funeral tomorrow after he died from the killer bug. Here he is pictured. He was stabbed to death on Sunday night. If true, if that's the case, rest in wholeness, but I do not believe this story. David was stabbed to death on Freemasons Road in Canning Town. I mean, at 10:25, time death RIP, of course, Alistair Crowley and Thelema, the practice of Thelema. That goes for all your music, history and education, etc. Thelema 125, and of course the 25, time death RIP 25. Again, stabbed to death on Freemasons Road, Canning Town. Fucking hell. David, like his mother, who is a nurse, worked for the NHS and was helping to keep NHS staff supplied with essential equipment. He was talking on the phone to a female friend when he was stabbed multiple times in a ferocious assault by a group of men wearing masks. Detective Inspector Tony Kirk of the Met Specialist Crime Command said David's family are going through unimaginable torment. Within days, his mother has seen the death of the husband and her son, and of course his sister has lost brother and father. Both are now heartbroken. Alright, so unimaginable torment. That's where it started, right? There it is. Big blue writing from the sun. Unimaginable torment. Of course, 87. Of course, Wuhan coronavirus 87. Of course, oh yeah, sorry, it's the same. Sorry, don't worry what I was thinking there. And there is no S. Don't worry what I was thinking or what I was going to say. Anyway, 213. Huge number. Of course, Black History Month coming off the 42 and stuff. February. Of course, Black History Month equals 213. Black Panthers. Death. Nigger equals 213. Racism equals 213 in the Jewish cipher. Again, unimaginable torment. 213. Nigger. Death 213. And 87. Of course, Wuhan coronavirus, as I already mentioned, equals this. Now, 87, excuse me. 28th of December, 28th of April, this is coming in, right? Excuse me, sorry about that. 119th day of the year. Bear with me here. I wonder if they're going to go with it's a racist attack. Them 36s will start popping out for the life lesson. For the news, but we'll wait to see what happens with the actual day on the Sunday, right? So anyway, 119, ferocious, unprovoked attack, 119, unbelievable. And 308, like 38, RIP, and of course murder and death. Masonic, of course. Feel free to look up the song Murder by Numbers from the band The Police that came out in 1983. Feel free to read the lyrics. Look up this other song, Gematria, The Killing Name by the band Slipknot, and look at the suspicious deaths with the daughter and the drummer. Sure, the drummer died at 38, and there was a recent death of one of their daughters about a year ago. All being already covered by us in the Gematria community, of course. Check out Zach's work. I'm sure he covered that. I may have covered it, I can't remember. What else I was gonna say? The movies with Sandra Bullock. Sandra Bullock equals 83. Check out the movie with her called Murder by Numbers. See what they did with the movie poster. They changed the E to a 3 and the B to an A. Now, of course, check out that 142 that's been looking at me. Of course, coronavirus 142. Unbelievable. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Now, David Goma, 46 like virus, 53 like COVID. The COVID-19, of course. Now, on Sunday, the 26th, of course, COVID, 26, China, virus, viral disease, and of course, exercise sickness. Sickness, 26, again, letter 26, we use 26 letters of the alphabet. So you've got 206 bones in the human body, man created on the 26th verse on the 6th day of creation in the Bible. Anatomy and skeleton, 26. Grave and graveyard of the 26 101 prime relationship. Teach, comprehend, and comprehension of the 26. One of them 62, by the way, the reflection of, but it's still in there, of course. Teach and temple, 26. God equals 26. Playing over you via simple realm dynamics. Again, this is why in the Bible it says, let's go down and confuse them with language. The old name for God in Hebrew is tetragrammaton, the same word articulated from, so the same word articulated from the 4 letters, YHWH, with Yahweh, and the other one for Jehovah. And of course, the key part, what I'm trying to get to here, tetragrammaton, the old name for God. Grammar, here we are dealing with grammar, language, the word of God, linguistics within language, and of course geometry within language. That's what Gematria means. So, alright, P34. What else have we got here? Coronavirus 70. Alright, P34. A couple I'm forgetting right now with the death chain, with the sequence with the 34. So excuse me. Can't remember if death is 34 or 43, one of the two. Right, stab 42. Remember, he's 24 years old, and we had the 42 minute past the hour with the update time. Stab equals 42. Stabbed equals 46 and 26 and 53. He dies on the 26th, which is Sunday. His name equals 46, David Goma, and his name equals 53. I mean, come on. Unbelievable. And of course, stabbing equals 142. Ferocious, unprovoked attack, 142. Again, stabbing equals 142. 74, killing 74, Masonic 74. Government 52, pandemic 38. Of course, RIP, death, murder, destroy, cancel, etc. 38, 83. Masonic 29. Again, martial law and lockdown 38, pandemic 38. See how it all just comes nicely, effortlessly. And I thought there was a numerology of 52 that I saw. Numerology of 52 as well. You see, for when it comes in the news on the 28th, unbelievable. They have changed the update time since I saw it a little while ago before I started this recording. It's just undeniable what's going on here. And again, whether this show is real, not real, a mix of true lies or one of their crazy propaganda events and affairs, just understand, this is how they keep you lulled asleep. It's part of the craft, and why you wasn't taught it in elementary school, as I was mentioning elementary school before. You get me? Fuck it out. I don't know how many times I have to reiterate the same shit, but it's crazy that the world, you know, I've said it before, I have to quickly say it again. The only thing that needs to be quarantined is all government bodies, and the only thing that needs to be virus is knowledge of self and the knowledge, obviously, of Gematria. I mean, you know, these people get wiped out immediately. Remember, they are the few controlling the masses, yeah? Scumbags. Well, they're giving you how much ample opportunity to wake up, and you don't want to wake up. That's you know, and that's why it's just. Remember, in life, you got good bugs, bad bugs. And these are the bad bugs that are walking and talking that happen to be in charge, psychopaths. But surely you can find, you know, something else conducive and be better for the betterment of everyone. Why have you got to do it? What the hell? Such a waste of time. You've wasted so much time for everybody. And now you want to cull the masses with your, oh man, with your vaccines and just, oh man. Wow. Oh, mate. Canning Town 53. You got the 163 as well. The 38th prime, of course, ferocious, unprovoked attack. 308, like 38. The 38th prime, 163. Canning Town 53. Like his name. Like, what was the other thing we had? I swear there was another 53 somewhere. Oh yeah, stabbed 53, yeah. Tony Kirk, this is the cop. 42. Like stabbed 42. Stab 42, excuse me. NHS Hero 87. Like unimaginable torment. Also 42. Unbelievable. Oh man. NHS Nurse 55 118. Did we have a 118 somewhere on the date? I swear we did. Hold on, let me check quickly. Oh no, if it wasn't leap year, then it would be 118. Okay. No worries. But still, death 118, kill 44, execution 44. Of course, sacrifice 55. Did we have another 55? Canning Town 55, NHS Nurse 55. Look, they changed it. 1705. The 175th prime is 1039. Like the 34th prime is 139. Did we not have a 34 somewhere? I think the day he died. Hold up. Yeah, 34. Alright, we're nearly at the end now. Oh man. Right, so where are we now? Hidden enemy. Coronavirus tracking app suggests bug was spreading through UK in January, weeks before first confirmed case. How about fuck you? Corona blow. Dominic Raab says coronavirus vaccine unlikely to come this year. Look at the timestamp. I mean the initial post time, 10:21. Unbelievable. Masonic 29. Again, if you didn't catch that 121 that I said earlier, just go through the videos and you'll soon pick it up. Unbelievable. Unlikely to come this year. 114. Wuhan virus 114. You had the update time of 39 as well. 39 minutes past the hour. And masonry 39 as well. And 105, I'm sure. Is it 105? I'm sure it's 105. Right, the real rock stars. Rod Stewart's wife. I didn't even do all of this, I don't think. But let's see what we had anyway. So the real rock stars. Rod Stewart's wife, Penny Lancaster, hails NHS workers as she backs our Who Cares wins appeal. Again, you know, we've been tracking, you know, the celebs coming out with all of this stuff. In conjunction with this stuff, excuse me. Let's see where this one goes. Of course, coronavirus 155 So you got the 1055, 1055. Drop the 0, 155. I would recently remember that NHS started up 3 years after he was born. Yet they've been there for him and all his brothers and sisters over the past 72 years. Right, let's just get to the meat of this because we're going to close out soon. How much have we got left? Oh, it's just there. Little tidbit. Literally. Right, what have we got? So, Penny Lancaster, Rod Stewart's wife. She's born 15th of March, right? 15th of March. What have we got here? 15th of March to April 27 is 44 days. The real rock stars equals 193. I mean, are you seeing this? The 44th prime. Unbelievable. So, 44 days. It's just unbelievable. The real rock star is 193. So, from a birthday to article, 44 days, the 44th prime, 193. I mean, what else do I have to say? Rod Stewart equals 44. Rod Stewart equals 44. Perfect. COVID-19, 53. I remember the 53rd prime, 241, a reflection of 142. Of 142. So yeah, I think that solidifies. And of course, look, she's born 15th of March, right? She's born 15th of March, yeah? 15th of March. And from his birthday, 10th of January. So 10th of January, so that's like 101, 26 prime, 101, 101. But anyway, 15 weeks and 3 days. She's born when? 15th of March. And from his birthday, Rod Stewart, to the article, 15 weeks and 3 days. I mean, come on, man. Too easy. Rod David Stewart, 103. I don't even have to go that far, to be fair. But, of course, Rich already spoke with the 72. Before that, we had an article. And Ritual 27, the 27 Club 72. And, of course, the 27 Prime is 103. And that's it. Wholeness, Club, Mother, Love, and Power. Spread love and light. Hashtag don't be a basic beast, bro. And of course, give gracious gratitude, but take no shit.
Hold tight. Hold tight.
Here's reality. You do not live in this gift of buffoonery and fantasy. All right. Let me give you a hand. Forgot to put the goddamn sound up. Now the neuron pathways in your brain are all working again. All right? See you next time. Hopefully not, because, you know, but more than likely, I'm going to be back anytime, any moment.